My name is Holly. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing our office tour. I have rearranged some things and I'm so excited to share with y'all. I'm going to let y'all in on a little secret. Today is actually not the day that, like right now as I'm filming this, is not the day that this home tour is going to be put up. This is actually Saturday while I'm dressed up and I have on makeup, because probably the day that I actually film this and put it up on YouTube, I'll be in my pajamas with crazy hair. So I thought, go ahead and film and say, hey, well, I have makeup on and my hair's fixed and I actually have a dress on. So anyway, I'm going to show y'all the before and the transition and then the after. What this looks like so far. So I've been wanting to get another shelf kind of like this for this area. This nightstand I wanted to get rid of. Ever since I redid this office, I think last year, it's been over a year now, I've been looking for another shelf. I just hadn't really been, it hasn't been priority for me. But now I have one on its way, and it's already a, not really white, I didn't want a white, it's more of like a ivory color. And so it will go here. So I really just want to kind of clean up in here. I love how when you walk in, the desk is in the middle of the room, but I have a table that was my pawpaw's, and he passed away a few years ago, and it was out in his old building. And so I was going to clean it up. I don't even really know what it looks like. I can't remember. We got it and then put it up under the deck at my in-laws' house. And so I can't remember what the top looks like. I know it's in pretty rough shape. So I'm thinking I'm going to get in and kind of work on it a little bit. Drew might have to add some wood to it. I don't really know what it looks like. I'm hoping that it's a smooth surface instead of a wood surface, so I can do my crafts on it. But we shall see. Drew's going to bring that up here in a minute, and I'm going to clean that up. Anyway, so my plan is to either put the craft table back here where this little desk is, move this little desk like in this area, or maybe over here on this wall. I don't know yet. And then I'm thinking the way that's going to look the best and would be the most practical, where like somebody was over here wanted to do like little crafts or paintings with me one day, since we're having to stay at home, that I thought it would be fun to put the table like in the middle of the floor and put this desk over there against the wall. So we shall see. This is my papa's old table. It was out in his workshop, and we're going to give it a refresh. Drew's going to clean it up. He's going to spray it off, and I'm going to clean it up. So this is what it looks like so far. Disaster, for sure. So this is where I've moved stuff around so far. This, remember how I told you on my last video, well, I don't know if it's my last because I don't know when this one will be posted, but one of my last videos that I wanted to paint something green, and I wanted to paint some maybe that for your entryway table green. Well, I think I'm just gonna paint this green because it needs a fresh new coat of paint. It's just chipping, it does not look good. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, is paint this green. And I was so glad that this work table is a smooth top, so that is so nice. So I was hoping this wasn't rotting wood, because that would have been hard to work on, but this got a smooth top, so this is perfect. So I'm gonna paint this, like just dry brush this with some of that green on there, and I think it'll be really pretty, and then it'll stand out in here. And then I've got a lot going on in here. It's very messy looking, but I think once I organize everything, get that tall shelf over there and get some stuff on it and get it cleaned up, I think it's gonna look really good. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about that chest. I wanted to keep that chest, but I really don't have any room for it that I know of. I'm trying to think of a wall to put it on. Okay, so I'm gonna dry brush this, and I have this green. It's actually chalkboard paint, the same color as that, but that's not the color I want. So I'm gonna get black to make it a little bit darker. So we're gonna work with what we have. So I'm gonna mix these up, make a darker green, and then we're gonna dry brush this, and we're gonna just cross our fingers that this turns out good, because I do not want to mess up this table and have to repaint it or do it another color, because this brown's not bad, but I really want to add some green to it. So hopefully this is gonna work, y'all. Hopefully this is gonna work. And it's dark outside. It's like 8 o'clock on, what's today? I don't even know what day it is. Ooh, I don't know. I think it's Wednesday. Are y'all having trouble keeping up with the days? I think it's Wednesday and it's 8 o'clock. at night. So I'm about to dry brush this. I have nothing else to do the rest of the week. I can sleep in if I want to. Probably not going to happen, but you're going to have to excuse Drew's TV in the background. But this is looking so good. All I'm doing is mix those two paints together, and then I'm just barely putting any on this brush, and I'm just like, just splattering it, and it looks like the table came like this. I got to do the legs and all, but look how good that looks. I'm so excited. This is so easy. Such a free, cheap, easy, and special project. Okay, this is what it looks like so far. I didn't think I was going to keep this rug in here because I thought it was going to be too much. It looked too cluttered, but I think whenever I finish, it's going to look really good. So, I got the rug. I thought I was going to sell it, but I'm not. And then I brought everything down, all the surfaces down with my all natural cleaners. Everything smells good and it's all fresh. I love how I'm giving like each room a makeover because I'm able to like clean things off and wipe things down, and it just makes it feel fresh and tidy. And so my cousin Kayla's gonna get that, like I already said, or I can't remember if I've said that or not actually. Y'all, I'm sorry the lighting is bad, but I am working in here tonight and I wanted to show y'all what I was doing, so you're just gonna have to bear with the lighting. So it's probably close to 10 o'clock now. But anyway, while my creative juices are flowing, I'm keeping it going. So I had this cute little mason jar that I found out at the farm, and I just put some of my brushes in here because I did have them in this, ooh, that make y'all dizzy, in this little cut mason jar. And so this one I'll still use just to put my water in because this is for my water color. Okay, I have all my things replanted. This is so cute, and I know that ferns like to be moist and shaded, so I'm going to water this in really good. And then water on my other plants. And I got this one with some more soil in it, so it might be a little bit happier with me. Y'all, this is like a few days from the last time that I showed y'all about me repotting the plants. I actually ordered that shelf I think I was telling y'all about. I can't even keep up now because I have done like 3 videos in between filming this new office transformation. I can't keep up with everything. Anyway, so I know that I showed y'all last me repotting some plants. Well, I went ahead and repotted some even more and added all of them to smaller containers. These are actually my pawpaws. I got it whenever I got this little table that I put in here, and I got that from his barn, so I repotted some plants in that. Our shelf came in. It was supposed to come in Monday, and this is Saturday. So remember my spring home tour, I told y'all that I was supposed to be doing my office tour, and it didn't happen because I've been waiting on the shelf. Well, I finally got it. And so it's Saturday. We just got back from being with my side of the family, and then we're going to celebrate Addison's birthday tonight because her birthday is Easter, and then Easter is supposed to be like tornadoes and bad weather and all, so we're just going to go ahead and celebrate tonight, and we're going to put on our Easter outfits and take pictures, and we're just going to continue to enjoy this pretty day. But for right now, Drew and Tim's working out on stuff on the farm before we start taking pictures and getting together for tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and open this box up and assemble it and put it over there. And y'all, this office has become a disaster this week because I just honestly did not care what it looked like because I've been waiting on this shelf to come in. Drew and I have been writing down, this is our new journal for the garden. We've been writing down our beds and taking notes. So that's what we came in here and did that last night. I didn't record that though, but we're going to try to get this shelf together. And I put it all together all by myself. Whenever we pulled up today and Drew saw that it was out there, he said, "Oh, your shelf is here." I was like, yes. It is a lot shorter than this one over here, but that's okay. I wanted to find one that was almost exactly like that, and I had found some, but I couldn't go to thrift stores and all, and I was ready to get this office put together, and I really didn't want to have to paint another dresser because I'm so tired of painting like shelves. Not a dresser. I'm tired of painting shelves because, my gosh, it takes forever. So I found this one and I was like, okay, we're going to make this work. So what we're going to do is we're going to probably put like a big plant down here if we have to scoot this over a little bit, or a big plant up here to add some height. So we're going to see where we go with this. So right now it looks terrible, but whenever I get finished, I think it's going to look great. I have my shelf put up and I'm having the hardest time figuring out how to style it. I know I want to get some more like indoor plants in here. But I have all this stuff. Now what I'm doing is I'm going through and organizing all my drawers because they're terrible. I've already done this one. So I'm getting these drawers organized because I feel like if I can get them organized, that's more like maybe I can do arts and crafts in one of these drawers, like all young living in one drawer, arts and crafts in the other. So I'm trying to get that going because I just have a lot of stuff that I need to be put away in here. So that's what I'm working on right now. Okay, y'all, I finally got it together. And hopefully this will be posted tonight. And this is going to be a collab with, again, my wonderful friend Maranda. We just love collabing. And she was fixing up her office and I was redoing mine. So we were like, oh, let's just do a collab and see what we come up with for different ideas. And so this is like our office and creative space little collab. So I just wanted to show y'all what I did different. So I love this table. Paint something green, and it was this table, and it turned out beautiful. You can't really tell because of the lighting. It's kind of bright, like a weird color in here. Anyway, but it is a beautiful green color, and y'all saw how I did it, just dry brushed it, and it just looks so good and like beat up and rustic. And it's a huge table. I did not realize it was gonna be this big. Taking my shoes off. So I just put this here, and then I thought I was going to have like a clean slate, nothing on this table, but I decided to go ahead and put this tray right here. Miranda actually gave me the idea to put a plant. Well, then I had this tray, and I decided to use it. And then I have this beautiful plant. I actually got this at Walmart, and I don't know what it's called. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments. I cannot remember. If my plant doesn't come with a tag, I can't remember. And I have that app, but now that I'm videotaping, I'm not going to stop it and take the picture to see what it's called, but y'all let me know. And I just have this. I got this at TJ Maxx a while ago, and it says Bloom, and it's Ray Dunn, but I loved this. And then this is just an old mason jar that we got out from the barn, and then I just put my watercolor brushes in here, and I love how that looks. It's just so simple, and I can just, it's like ready to go. I have my paint brushes right here ready, so I can start being all creative right here next. So this used to be on this back wall behind me, and I brought it over here, and then I just have this little chalkboard sign that I redid back whenever I redid this room the first time. I really didn't have to buy anything for in here. I bought a few plants, and that was it. Like, I had everything else in the house. I just started rearranging. The only thing that I have bought new for this area is the plants. Oh, and a basket that I'm about to show you. But the rest, I just used what I had. And then this is actually an old whiskey bottle. My Uncle Dan works with a landscaping company. That's actually my cousin's landscaping company. And actually he married into the family, so, but he's cousin by marriage. Anyway, so it's Alabama Landscape. He's the one I've told y'all about before. But anyway, my Uncle Dan was helping him work one day at the river, and Uncle Dan came across all of these whiskey bottles and different bottles. So he dug them all up and brought them home, and is letting any of us use them that want to. So I got this from him, and I just loved how I decided to put this elephant's ear in here, green over here, and then I have my diffuser, some oils, and then over here, just my chair that always stays here. These two pictures, they're not knitted. What are they called? Needlepoint maybe? And I just love them so much. I'll get up closer so you can see. I've showed these off before, but if you're new to my channel, then you haven't seen them. But see the detail? They're so awesome. Anytime I ever see these out, I want one. Especially, well, I wanted to have the right colors, but I'm a sucker for those. And then down here, it's so bright in here because of this, with these windows being open. But I have a cactus, and this came from my pawpaws. Y'all saw me like replanting these pots, and I have replanted, and finally I have them in the right containers. So that was my pawpaws, and I got a cactus. That was my pawpaws, and then I got this. I think people call these like a polka dot. I think Miranda has one that's pink and green. And then this is just some English ivy, a string of pearls, and then this is, I think this is a post-it. No, it's not. I can't remember what this is called. I got this from Kayla, my cousin. Whenever her grandmother passed away, Kayla got this plant, and Kayla's becoming more of a green thumb, but I had to bring it back to life for her. So we're still working on it, but it's slowly but surely coming. And then this, if y'all haven't seen this before, I absolutely love this. This is a picture of one of our cows. Took this a couple years ago. Actually, I think it was right when we moved in over here. And I was able to make this little wreath, just was like weeds or something in the yard. And I put it on her head, and look how cute she is. I really need to go back and find that picture and get this picture blown up and like just hang it on the wall, because this is precious. And then this is Drew's pawpaw. So this is Miss Althea's dad out here with the first set of cows. And look, I want a spotted cow. We only have black Angus. And then this is something that my sweet friend, my subscriber, Miss Donna, gave me. And then Miss Barbara from New York, a subscriber, she sent me this on a package one time, and I just have not been able to throw these away, so I just stuck it on this piece of bark that I peeled off of a tree. Okay, on this side of the wall, y'all don't laugh, I didn't know where to put my kite, so I wanted to get a kite for spring. I've never flown a kite over here, and it's been forever since I've flown a kite. And so I was looking up on Amazon, and I found a bunch of butterfly ones, and y'all know I love butterflies. I have the same with butterflies now. And so I got one, and actually you can look down below in the description box, and I'll link it down below, but I have an Amazon shop, and I have all kinds of fun things to be doing that you can order right now, and I put a bunch of fun butterfly kites in there. So I didn't know where to put it, so I just hung it up in here. It has like the little tail that flies. So one day when it's a little windy outside, I'll try to get us a YouTube video going of us outside hanging out on the farm and flying the kite, see how high we can get it. And then down here, we have the elephant ear plant that I just got. And actually, if you don't know this, so I have been ordering plants from from Etsy. You can order plants from Home Depot. I think you can Walmart. So if none of your local plant stores are open, you can actually order plants. Anyway, so I got this one. And then I got this basket from Petals from the Past. And it's a little squatty, like I wish it would stand up. But I just stuck it in here, and I love this. It's so cute. I love how that looks. And then my shelf, I finally got it put together, and I love how it looks. I got this journal in. I want to tell you about that last because I'm obsessed, and I think you are going to have a fit over this. But this just has all my journals, calendars, workbooks in it. Cute little bag. And then down here, we just have some old driftwood with old oils. This is Young Lemon's old labels when I first got started years ago. And this little guy had it in the sun. It wasn't doing too well, so I brought it over here. So I think it'll come back to life. And then I already see some new growth in it. And then this is just full of like scrapbooking paper and all. And I'll show you more about this later because this goes along with the journal. And then this little basket, and it has just, let's pretend we didn't see that. And then down here, we have just a few Young Living things in cases. And then down here, we have my watercolor stuff. And then here we have my acrylic paints. So again, in the video, it looks a lot smaller and not as proportioned, and it doesn't look as great on film as what it does in person. Like, I really, really love how this turned out. I was so afraid when I first got this and put it up, it was going to look too squatty and way too small and just look cheap and terrible. But I promise you, to like the way that I'm looking at it now and not through the camera, it looks so good in here. I love it, and I'm so glad that I got it and I didn't have to paint it. And it is completed in here finally, because y'all know I've been wanting a shelf in here forever now. And then just my desk over here, the map I got from Hobby Lobby. And then this is an old little jar that I've had for a while. And then another little plant. Let me tell y'all what I want to do. I don't even know if this is, I've seen it on Pinterest, so I know it's a thing. But I don't know how well these fish last. I think you get a betta fish. I don't know if I can do it in here or if I got to get a whole nother container. But my plan is to get a betta fish and put it in a container like this, and maybe be able to set up my desk and watch a fish in here, one of those pretty betta fish. So now I got to figure out where I can get a fish. So I think that's going to be awesome. And this is just elephant ear again. And so I think that the fish can swim around in here. And all this has stayed the same. I have my pencils, my acrylic paint brushes, and then here, a little painting, an easel I got from the thrift store, my sweet little plant that my really good friend Hannah, we've been friends ever since we were little. Y'all have met her before on my channel, but she got me this whenever she went to Disney World a couple years ago. It's called a Lucky Bamboo, and it is doing really good. And this cute little hippo, she got it from Animal Kingdom, and I love Disney World, so I am obsessed with this plant. Thank you, Hannah. And then more paintbrushes, my radio. That picnic basket is full of like fabric and twines and stuff like that. That from the thrift store. And then here's another one of those. little pictures. And then this is just a blanket ladder. I really don't want this in here anymore. I want to find another way to have this blanket ladder because I've had it for forever and I'm just kind of tired of it. But for right now, I just have this cute little throw that Young Living sent me that is so cute. And then this I got from a thrift store. I think it used to carry cassettes. I don't know, but it's really cute. That's the office tour. But now I want to show y'all this. That is awesome. And I want to tell y'all all about it. And I'm actually, okay, where can I even start with this? So, y'all remember watching Miss Brenda's home tour. If most of y'all found me through MayMay, my cousin. MayMay Made It. She came and filmed my home a few years ago and told me I need to start a YouTube channel. So that's how I got started. And she does like lots of paper crafts and stuff like this. And I love seeing her work, but it overwhelms me because I'm like, I do not even know where to start with this. Okay, and then I went to Miss Brenda's house and filmed it, and she had those travel journals. Then I saw Tracy's gardening journals. And then Maranda, my friend that I'm collabing with today, she told me about this, and I was like, what? And I had to have one of these. So she sent me the lady that made them, and she actually is local. Like, she lives like maybe an hour and a half away from me. And I'm going to link her down below. Her name is Jenny or Jen. And you can buy one of these already made. So this is called a junk journal. And I'm obsessed. I'm so excited. So you can do all kinds of things. Let me just show you the cards she sent me too. So I'm going to show you all this in here because she sent me a lot that's in here. But this is the card that she sent me. And so, like I said, I've been wanting to be able to do this stuff. I've seen their journals, and I'm just like, I want to, but I just don't even know where to start. But in the back of my mind, I've known I want to get started somehow. And so, if there's any of y'all out there that's been like me, and you didn't know where to start, but you wanted to get started somewhere, I would highly recommend going and finding a junk journal. And Jenny can actually create you your own, like whatever, if you want like a garden themed or bohemian, I can't even think of what else she can do, a Christmas theme one. She can do whatever. She can do custom orders. And I got it for $40. I think it was actually like $39, but I always round up. So $40. And y'all, whenever I got it, I promise y'all I cried when I started opening it and going through the pages because it was so me. Like, everything in here is just beautiful, and I cannot wait to start journaling in this. So let me tell you what I'm going to start journaling in here. And then this, like, gives me an idea of, like, how it was made. I can see it put together. And then my plans are one day I want to be able to make my own journal. And I want to actually be able to have my journal be designated for antique roses because I became obsessed with antique roses. A lot of y'all have already started going to petalsfromthepast.com. Which is local to me, and y'all have called them. A lot of y'all said that y'all looked it up online, y'all can't find them, but you have to call Petals from the Past and place an order for these Farmer Dream roses, and I'll show you what they look like real quick. But anyway, they're an antique rose. Petals from the Past is known for their antique roses, and I want to start collecting them. There's stories behind them and the dates on when they were founded, and so I want to make a junk journal specifically designated for the antique roses. And so this one is just going to be like an anything I want to write in here. So let's go I'm going to show you those Farmer Dream roses first, just because I told y'all about it. I know that y'all are going to want to see it. So I'm going to show you those, and then we're going to come back to this journal because y'all are going to love this. So here is the antique roses called Farmer's Dream, and they're related to the rose Belinda Dream, if you've ever heard of them. So this is a beautiful rose, and it is so fragrant. They have huge pink blooms. It is just gorgeous. I get lots of questions, so let's answer this real quick. I know this isn't the office tour, but I have so many questions about this. So Drew built this arbor, Drew and his dad, and this is one rose here, and I just planted these last year, and they have shot up this fast. They were already to this level last year. Like summertime, they had already met like this. So that's one rose there. It goes all the way up, and then I have another one planted right here on this post. So I only bought 2 roses, and it did this. It took off. We need to tie those down some more, but y'all, this is less than a year and it shot up like this, and look how pretty. And there are so many more blooms on this thing, and it's a repeat bloomer. So again, if you're interested in antique roses, come visit us at Petals from the Past, and that's in Jemison, Alabama. I'm going to link them down below. And if you want this rose, you have to call Petals from the Past, and you will talk to Lori, and she will place an order for this rose for you. You can buy as many as you want, and they will ship them to you. And that's with any antique roses. We have a lot on the website, but I had to show you all those. So I have 3 antique roses now. I have this one, Quietness, that I love, and Peggy Martin, and I'm wanting to add like a huge collection of antique roses, but I'm going to do a little tour with that one day with my antique roses whenever I get them more established and they shoot up some more blooms. So I'll save that for another day, but if you're interested in that, go check out Petals from the Past. Like I said, I'm planning on at some point doing a junk journal for antique roses. And so now that I have this one that Jenny has sent me, I am so pumped because I get to see how she put it together and I get to go ahead and get started. And this is the ideas that she gave. Use this journal to simply document your days, write your prayers, your devotions in, simple notes, song lyrics, or simply glue things down. Put your favorite Bible verse or recipes inside. The ideas are endless. So anything like that comes to my mind is what's going to go in here. So this will be like my catch-all journal for now. So we're going to open this baby up, and I'm just going to flip through a few pages for y'all. And like I said, I'm going to link her down below. So y'all can go follow her. She has a YouTube channel where you can see her putting some together. She does flip through where you can see what they look like. And so it's just awesome. I am so impressed by this. So like she has little tags where you can take them out right in there. Love this. I loved this little bee and ladybug. And see, everything's just like tucked in there. Like, this is so cute. It would take me forever to figure out how to do this. But now that I have one, I can start collecting stuff. Like, she goes to the thrift stores, collects things. These are like little gift bags. Just cute little notebook paper, little stamps. And you can go to MayMay Made It. And I think she sells stuff online. And you could buy like a stamp set from MayMay Made It. And I'll link MayMay Made It down below. But my cousin MayMay, Amy, she has all kinds of like this kind of things that you can be buying and do junk journals with. So I cannot wait till all this passes where I get to go to MayMay's new shop that she just opened up and get some stuff to start working on my journal. And then this is just like a claim ticket, some awesome tape. She sews like little fabric on here. Look at this cute little charm, and I loved this. I mean, this is just absolutely gorgeous. I loved this with the moss right here. Absolutely loved it. And an old seed packet. I'll be able to doodle all my thoughts and ideas, quotes, scriptures, song lyrics. Look how pretty this is. Some cute little butterflies. And I loved this. Some roses. More little things in the pocket. Trying to do a quick flip here for y'all. Oh, this is like just little pages out of books and magazines that she adds in here. Scrapbook paper, little cards. I love this butterfly. I have to think of something really special to write on that. And I've never been one to be a journaler, like write down, like I've never kept a journal diary. So I got to figure all this out. But I do know that I like to document different things like quotes and scriptures. And usually I save it on my phone, but now I have a pretty journal I can write it in. So that is what it looks like. So much detail in this. There's like over 40 pages in here. But now I want to show you, don't only get this, you also get like a kit with this. So I got the journal and then like a whole kit full of stuff where I can add to this or help make my... So that is all in here. So let's get this out. Not all of this came to me, but a lot of it. And I'm not going to flip through all of this because this will take way too long. So this is my little goodie packet that I received. And I was so thankful that Miranda told me about this because this was just genius. So it came with this. So like you can use this. I have learned like I haven't been throwing anything, paper, ribbon, anything away. I've been collecting it all ever since I got this. This is just full of like different cards I can use. I mean, like it is full of different cute little things. And then in here there's like lots of different ribbons and lace. And this is also different ribbons and lace. And then this packet she sent that has napkins, magazine paper, some music sheet paper. I wanted to show y'all this. Drew and I got married in August, so she sent this cute little cutout. And then Drew's birthday's in May, so she didn't have a June one for me, but his birthday's in May, so she sent that one for him. And cute little napkins that you can use. There's like so much stuff in here. Like this is just full of just awesome little things, like pages from the book, like I told y'all. Just love this. So it came with a whole lot. And so this was perfect to help me get started. And so if this is something you're interested in, like you can have like a designated one. You could, if it was around Christmas time, springtime, you wanted to do gardening journals, you wanted to do, like you could have pictures in here for like a little scrapbook. Seriously, when she wasn't lying when she said the ideas were endless. If you wanted to do like a cookbook one, you could make one like out of a cookbook where you could write all your favorite recipes in there and have like lots of fun things like with food and fruits and stuff like that on there. There's just so many ideas. Anyway, this just makes me so happy, and I am so thankful that she sent me this. Like I said, I know I keep going on and on about it, but this was just so stinking creative, and I loved it so much. Oh, look at the little charm here. Anyway, so if you are interested in this, please go to her link, and she will love to make you one. She can customize you one. You can watch her make some on YouTube. She has 2 Instagram pages. She has her personal one and then her business one. So I'll try to link both of them down below. Anyway, that is all for the office home tour today. I hope that y'all loved it. I hope that it inspired y'all. I hope that it gave y'all some ideas to get a room together, a little space together in your house for a creative space. The person that really inspired me to do this was my friend Tracy at Just Egg Farms. I'll link her YouTube channel down below, and her video is up in the cards right now about her creative space in her office, and I absolutely love her little creative space in her home, her little home office. And so this just helped me do mine, and it also inspired Miranda too. And so we've been just trying to find things to do to keep busy and keep our little creative minds going during this time. I hope that y'all all stay safe, and I will see y'all on the next one. See y'all later.